Hi, I'm Jane Esselstyn.
I'm Ann Esselstyn.
And I'm Lisa Fedorovich.
And Lisa is a pal of mine from high school. We used to pal around together, and it's been so exciting to reconnect when we were both like almost 50.
Yeah.
I don't even know when it was.
Yeah.
But what's so exciting today is she has something that I can let her explain because it's like trendy and all that stuff, and I don't really want to say it wrong, but it includes one of our recipes, which I'm just going to tee up the page. It's one of our hummus recipes from our new book, which is called, come on you guys, Be a Plant-Based Woman Warrior. Live fierce, stay bold, eat delicious. And Lisa's going to do that with us today using the Hickory Smokehouse hummus as part of this creation, and that's on page 92. Okay.
And I gather pretty shocking.
Yes, indeed. For those of you who follow viral food trends, the butter board is probably something you're familiar with. It's come out, believe it or not, in the last 30 days. I researched.
Is that how young?
Isn't it? And it's so controversial for obvious reasons that it's been covered in the news everywhere from NPR to the Today Show to The View. And it's sort of, as it sounds, it's butter slathered on a board with salt and toppings. And it just sort of got me thinking, we can do so much better than butter. So hence the name of our Better Board today. And yes, and we were... I just sort of thought about a thematic, given the time of year, it's fall. So our theme for our board today is seasonal ingredients and sweet caramelized flavor. So we're going to begin with...
Lisa.
We're going to be...
Chef.
Yeah, chef. We're going to begin with the recipe in the book for Hickory Smokehouse hummus.
Lisa, it seems to me that this is something that all of us have to take to whatever we do over the holidays, and we will be the sensation of our
Absolutely.
party.
So what you want to? So what's the first thing we're doing? No, we're not doing better. We're not doing butter. We're doing better than butter. And we're
Correct.
using hummus.
Correct. We're using hummus. So we'll make the hummus first. And the only modification I did for this board, which you'll see, you need the hummus to stand up a little bit as the base. So we went from, I think it was a 1/4 cup of aquafaba for this hummus recipe in your book to just 3 tablespoons, and it'll just keep it a bit firmer.
Oh, okay.
So do you want me to do it?
Yeah, please, let's go.
Okay, so we're just going to put in, this is 1 can of unsalted chickpeas. This is some sesame tahini, and it's 2 tablespoons, which makes this yummy and delicious. This is the 3 tablespoons of aquafaba.
And aquafaba, we're just explaining in case you have not. We just made this recipe in the previous video, but the aquafaba, as we all know, maybe not know, is the water in the chickpea can that you usually pour out and strain and drain and rinse the peas. Save that water. It has some properties that are pretty magical.
Yep. Okay, so then we got 2 cloves of garlic. We have a tablespoon and a half of tahini.
Nope. Tamari.
Sorry, tamari.
Tahini already went in. So I was like,
tahini went in.
I'm actually
That
fascinated how organized you are with these beautiful little bottles. Like
Yes.
You're like a witchy poo.
I told Jane in my next life I might be a caterer or I don't know what, an organizer. Yeah. Okay, this is hot sauce. So this is more than we need, but we're just going to pretend
what
that's
kind
about.
Of hot sauce is this?
It's Frank's. I think Frank's is, I don't know, for me it's the best. Okay, cumin. We want a 1/4 teaspoon of cumin, Jane.
Oh, 1/4 teaspoon, and I just use all of my really good.
Okay.
Here, this is my crazy rough estimate.
Okay, this is a little big.
Like
but
little
we'll just
kids,
do like that.
Colorful.
Okay, and then smoked paprika and a little bit of liquid smoke. Let's see, in your recipe, I think it's a few drops, or a 1/4 teaspoon of liquid smoke, right?
1/4 teaspoon of liquid smoke,
So
and a 1/4 teaspoon of.
Do that.
Yeah, and less. You don't need to have a whole ton of that liquid smoke because it is powerful.
All right.
And now that we've moistened it, here.
That's okay.
I always do that. I put the wet ingredients before the dry.
I know, really. Okay, so we'll do that. Give it. Okay, so I think that's it. We'll give it a whir on the.
And we can pour the aquafaba down. You know, why don't we wait and see? Sometimes I know that I don't.
Oh, did I? Oh, the lemon juice.
the lemon juice.
We need
I
the
thought
lemon
it was
juice.
Aquafaba.
This is the aquafaba went in.
Oh, it's in.
Sorry
Okay,
about
that's
that.
fine, that's
This
good.
is 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, just
How
for
did
the
you get
recipe.
it in the bottle?
I have a little funnel.
Of course
Lord.
you do.
Yeah, of course I do.
You have a little wee funnel.
I do. It came with the bottles, Jane.
We are embarrassingly unorganized.
It's embarrassing.
compared to
Period. Right.
you. Okay, no, that's
Okay.
awesome. So we're just gonna let this whirl.
Exactly.
And I see what you mean. It's probably gonna be a little bit thicker.
Yeah.
And that's great because with these, should we
Yes.
rinse this one off, or what is that? Is that?
It's okay.
That's
I can.
That's
still- These
tahini, wee bit of tahini. Oh,
Thank you, Anne.
smells like.
I love this hummus recipe. I mean, I like have it on rotational in my fridge all the time.
Okay, it looks good. So, what
Okay.
is next?
All right,
Should we
so-
transfer this or just use it out of here?
We will. I think we can do it right out of there. We'll just take the blade out if you. I do, just to. And
I love how the blade collects so much stuff because when it's
Thank you,
when you have like
Anne.
a chocolate pudding, you just get to lick it.
yeah, okay. So you can kind of see it's.
It's got some body.
Yeah, it's got some body. So we're just going to go right on the board,
Oh, you put it directly on.
directly on.
Oh, some
so
of the
this
butter
is-
boards I've seen, they take a. Can I use this?
Yeah.
They take the butter and they kind of go like.
Well, yeah.
Like they go. "Ooh."
You know what? I know. No. Well, this also, as you're all about to see in a second, has enough toppings that would make that kind of.
Wait, Jane. Don't,
Jane,
Jane,
well-
let her do it.
Yeah. Okay. I know. It just looks. I felt so chefy for a minute. Sorry. This is
Lord.
so cool.
Okay. So let me just, I'm going to, it's interesting. Just do your thing with this. Let's leave our pretty plants only logo.
Our little plants only logo right here.
Yes.
Hi. Only plants on this board. Dairy
Okay.
will curdle and meat will go rancid. Do not dare put those on this board.
Oh, indeed. Don't do dairy.
Oh, Lisa.
Okay, so we're going to just call that, you know what, this is like a art, not a science, so we're just going to call that done. Okay, and I'm going to just get all this kind of deliciousness off. And we're good. Okay, so now we're going to work with our toppings.
And what are our toppings, Lisa?
Well, I thought you'd never ask me. Okay, so I'll just pull out these toppings. So as I said, the inspiration for this was just seasonal ingredients, what's in the markets now. And, I want to just underscore this is a concept, not a recipe. So do what sings to you and, whatever you like. So these we're going to start with, these are just Brussels sprouts that I ran under the broiler to just get the tips, kind of pretty. So, okay, we're going to just...
Because we all want to have our tips
Oh
be
my
pretty.
goodness.
Yeah, well, you eat with your eyes after all, right?
Oh.
Okay.
Anne's eating already.
No.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So these are
Yeah.
Oh,
broiled
this is
and
like
shaved.
making a Subway with no bread.
Oh,
Well,
I think it's like a Picasso.
it's an elevated Subway. I'll go with that. I'll take that. These are caramelized balsamic shallots from your cookbook.
Shallots.
So,
Now we
Actually-
show how to caramelize onions in one of our videos that we will fly in the
But you caramelize shallots.
shallots.
are.
You know what? They're a bit sweeter.
Shallots are like onions. I always say like older, more sophisticated cousin. Like
they're
shallots are in town.
But
She's
they're
gonna
mild.
but they're
Yeah.
milder.
They're just, I don't know, they're kind of elegant in their own way. And I just did a little bit of fresh thyme with this. And then,
Oh, that's what this is. This sprig.
yeah,
And you put,
Lisa.
you did this with balsamic vinegar.
correct. I always like depth of flavor, so I was just thinking about what could I do to just give this. Okay, so there we are. Then we're just going to go with shelled peas.
When you say shelled, you actually shelled them.
Well, I found them in the market this way, which is sometimes you find it, you hit it lucky, and other times you don't. And this time of year we did. Sorry about these peas going in.
Oh, I love it.
We're going to have pea clean up on aisle 2.
Clean up your pea.
We know where Lisa's been by the pea trail.
Really, exactly. I love
That reminds me of a shirt that someone just gave my mom. Someone who we love named Colleen just gave my mom and me a shirt that said, "I wet my plants."
Oh my God.
Isn't that great?
Yes, it is. Okay, on this, I just thought we talked about seasonal ingredients. I have a little. This is honey nut squash. So right now, butternut squash is everywhere. And I was shopping at Costco, and there it was, and I thought I'd try it, and I looked it up, and it's a hybrid variation. It's very new. And as you can see, the flesh is a little bit darker orange, but it's like so sweet and delicate and delicious.
So we're gonna try it right now.
I roasted this at maybe 425, and I put a little bit of salt-free seasoning on it.
So it's a hybrid of like butternut squash and honey nut Cheerios.
That butter, her seasoning.
Yeah.
There,
Oh,
Jane.
sorry. What did you say?
Is it this hybrid of butternut squash and honey nut Cheerios? Honey nut Cheerios can't be bred for them, I'm sure. Okay, my joke landed flat. Totally landed flat.
Jane, I'm like
You're
so focused on my. Okay,
She's so focused.
I'm so focused. Okay,
can't
but
can hear
we talked about some salt free.
Oh, do you have that over here?
Yeah, I just wanted to. Oh, they're right here. There are two that are really nice from Penzeys. One is called Mural of Flavor, and the other is called Justice. And Justice has kind of got onions and garlic and different
we have
stuff in it.
Mural
It's
of
really
Flavor.
nice.
We
You
love
do
that
have
one.
Mural of Flavor? Yeah, it's a good one. Okay, so moving down the assembly line, we're on to some toasted pine nuts.
Lisa has everything numbered, by the way, so we know where we are.
I told Jane not to
like
reveal that, and she.
No, I feel so relaxed as you have just so under control here.
Then I did some small diced dried apricot. And so I'm just going to do that.
Wow, this is a great one. Justice.
Justice,
This
yeah.
is from Penzeys?
It's a good one, yeah, from Penzeys. And then these are some Bing cherries that I just swelled in some boiling water to not make them
Which, are
quite so
these your
hard.
California dried? Are they these?
Yes. So I
you talk about
brought
these?
that, yeah, because often in the markets you find dried fruit that has sugar and oil, and even if it doesn't have sugar, it has oil. And so this line, I think it's called Trena, and also they make a really wonderful diced mixed fruit. But I got it, I believe, on Amazon, and they're Bing cherries with no sugar and no oil. So that's exciting. So anyway, okay.
Trena.
Trena,
Like
yes.
I'm a personal trainer.
Yeah. From Brooklyn.
Yeah, that's
Okay, and then
So after the cherries that you've swolled yourself.
swelled. Yes. Then just pomegranates, okay? And I just thought this would be pretty for color.
so
It's so
pretty.
seasonal and festive, and this would be great to
This
do.
is amazing, Lisa.
Thank you. I hope you like it.
Oh my.
And then.
I want to eat with a spatula.
You kind of do. That's why I brought these, because you kind of, I don't know, I feel with this you need a little bit of rather than dipping. But anyway, these are just microgreens, and we're just going to go over the top with some pretty microgreens.
Because we haven't gone over the top.
Because
Because I love this.
it needs something else, right? It just needs one more thing. Okay, and then as the finishing touch, I was telling Jane and Ann I brought all different balsamics, but I had a hard time choosing which balsamic because...
Can we talk about what you brought, though?
Yes. So there are two great lines of balsamics. One is the olive tap, and all of this, by the way, I learned from Jane and Ann, and the other is California balsamic, and I just thought these would be interesting too. So there's a smoked hickory reserve balsamic from the olive tap that's just awesome. Then California balsamic. This is a very cherry balsamic, would be an interesting add. This is wild huckleberry, and I saw Chef AJ do Brussels sprouts with this on it, and I thought that was an interesting combination. And then this is just, I found in the market, it's a fig glaze. Any of these would work, but I just thought today I would do, there's this one that Jane and Ann introduced me to. It's called Isola Cream of Balsamic. It's fabulous, and it's a sherbet. So
Deceptively named with no cream in it. Okay.
yeah, exactly.
Oh, is this open?
So this is our crowning glory. You just take it and just, all right. And there you are. So,
That's
Oh,
the most.
and hold on, you got to, yeah.
Wait, hummus And
That's okay. And the
I have part of the butterboard on my face.
and your chin chin.
It looks good on you.
We're all gonna be wearing it in a second. I want to try this. This is your
The very cherry. Try. Or is
Oh
it
my
the
gosh.
huckleberry? Yeah.
This is like
It's
like a candy.
yeah.
It
You know,
tastes
with
like
these
candy.
they say really all you need are like a few drops because they're just depth of
Wait,
flavor.
give me your
and
finger.
super
This is
sweet.
a candy. This is bizarre. Taste that. Isn't that candy?
Yeah.
Candy.
That tastes
Okay,
just
very
like-
cherry because the cherry you've got cherry
Yeah.
here. I think that this might be a cool
Try that one.
Let's try this one.
I
too.
want to clean up the plants only. By the way, I mean, isn't this a perfect board? This plants only board for this concept. I just love
Oh.
it. You like
Lisa.
it?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So anyway,
I want to just get I want to just get like.
the possibilities are endless.
Wow.
Top shot.
That is such a top shot.
Jane, should I mention, like, in thinking about this concept, I had some other ideas for boards you could do. Like, one of them would be with your walnut sauce. I thought would be a delicious board concept. And you could go Asian with it as well and do your ginger walnut sauce in your new cookbook. Don't you like that idea?
Lisa is our new agent.
And the other thing is, if you wanted to do a sweet
Sweet
board, the peanut butter ganache in Jane and Anne's book, the peanut butter ganache would be fabulous. And you could do like crumbled cupcakes and chocolate chips, and you could just riff on
Or
whatever.
scone chunks.
Scone chunks, your
Oh,
your
it's so
amaretto cherry
Chocolate
Yeah,
hazelnuts. Cha.
would be awesome.
Do you know what? We have got to taste this, and as we're tasting it, we need some song.
Oh,
Lisa
no.
Possibly.
is an amazing singer.
no, Anne,
You don't have to sing. I
Oh
know you're-
dear God, yes.
You're headed to a rehearsal, am I right?
Let's just
I'm
do-
headed to rehearsal.
Yes, and after we taste it, then we can all sing Gloria. That's just the word. Gloria.
Only if
Okay.
you're with me.
Okay.
Okay, so I just thought, I mean, there's so many different spreaders you could use. We have some peppers here. You could do carrot slices, the big ones on the diagonal. But there's a lot going on this board, so I just thought it was nice with just some plain whole wheat pita. So anyway,
Did you toast this a little?
I did, and it's weird to like dip. So I just found like I have a spreader, and you almost want to just go like this a little bit, and then just put a little bit on
a
so
little
that
bit
you
of
can
each
get
layer.
yeah.
Oh.
And you kind of need a little plate, maybe. Jane, we're going to be cleaning up peas from your floor for
P and aisle 4. P and aisle 4.
pea and aisle floor. Okay, and
But I have this little angle right now. I could almost do that.
yeah, and do you? Okay, good. Anne will
Shall I just go from
Oh.
here?
go for it. Yeah, go for it. However you like.
Oh.
However,
I see
try
what
to
you
get some of the
Yeah.
get some of the stuff on.
mean. I'm going straight to my mouth.
Okay.
Oh.
I mean, this is incredible.
It's good, huh? Ooh, yummy. Depth of flavor, lots of different flavor elements, and
So much going on. Like,
yeah,
I had shallots for a good long time.
yeah.
And then I had pomegranate and pea. And now it's hummus. And some sprouts. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I want to do that again.
Well, that's a good
I want to do that
sign.
again. This is delicious. This is the best holiday better board I've ever had, and it's the first holiday better board I've ever had.
And
but it won't be the last.
from you two, that couldn't be
Well,
a better
Lisa,
compliment.
Lisa, this is so easy. Look, it's so organized. Ha! Oh my god! Wait, you gotta fry it.
Bon appetit.
Oh,
And you're making sandwiches.
Yeah, and actually, she's so smart. That's a good way to.
Oh.
You don't need all that double layer of the pita.
All right. Wait, you want to? I give you a cracker, so you don't.
You like
Okay.
it, Em? Here.
I'm trying it with them. Thank you.
Okay, wait. Here comes a big, just like a mouthful of everything.
Yeah.
Look. Oh, there we go.
So excited.
Oh.
It's just got a
You
little
like
bit of
it?
everything.
Uh-huh.
So excited. Yay. Okay, well, so don't you think we did better than butter?
Way better than butter.
Lisa.
And I love the thought of this.
I want to hire you
Oh, I'm available.
for our Thanksgiving to have
I'll
a
do it.
Better
You don't
board.
need to hire me, but I'll do it for you.
And your winter holiday, if you have your holiday at Christmas or Hanukkah or whatever your winter solstice is, or even the New Year's, this would be a beautiful way to start the better year with a better board. Holiday better board with Lisa, knocking it out of the
Oh,
park.
thanks,
Oh.
Jane and Ann. An honor to be with you both.
Lisa.
And we all wanted to sing
know
how
what?
glorious it is. And
Right.
We're not. We're going to
What
let
we
Jane
need
sing.
now is spoons to eat it with.
Yeah, exactly. That's why it needs something more than just
No,
a-
she wants to
And
keep
eat
going.
it
Oh,
by the spoonful.
I the ultimate compliment.
All right. Well, hey, hope you guys make your own better boards for the holidays. And we're dying to hear what you put on yours. Because Lisa put things in here that we have never really done before. We haven't made our own
We've
swollen
never
cherries
thought
or
of having a
toasted.
better board.
Well, anyway.
But Lisa, any ode we could sing to the better board.
Ode to Lisa. Thank you, Lisa. All right.
Thank you, guys.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hi, I'm Jane Esselstyn.
I'm Ann Esselstyn.
And I'm Polly Labar.
She is my daughter-in-law.
My sister-in-law. You were about to say sister-in-law, weren't you?
You're my mother-in-law.
She's married to Zeb.
My little
our
brother.
Zeb.
My little brother. So Polly has the most amazing dish she made for us for Ann and Essie's 60th wedding anniversary. So she's going to tell us all about it. She's doing all the driving today. There's no recipe that we're talking
You're just
about.
my beautiful ornaments.
Yes,
here on
thank
the
you.
other side.
So
But
take
no-
it away, Polly.
Let me wait. Before Polly goes, I just have to say, Polly is the source of all. She's the basis of so many recipes in all our books.
So many.
We count on Polly. And the first recipe that I remember using was a soup that I made when you were about to deliver Georgie, and it's called Georgie soup, but it's all Polly's thoughts in it.
Georgie's my daughter. All right, we're going to make an oyster mushroom roast. And the inspiration for this was a couple Thanksgivings ago. I had my family coming to my house, and my side of the family is not plant perfect, though they love gorgeous vegetables. And actually, my sister and I were trading recipes. My sister's an amazing cook, and she sent me something from Food 52 that really caught my eye. This idea of using mushrooms in a way that it almost forms a solid roast, which was super cool. It was
That's
so
exactly
beautiful.
how it looks. It does look like a solid, that's a great way to put it.
Right,
Solid
right.
roast.
So it was almost like, okay, could this be the meat centerpiece? And I was going to give that turkey leg a run for its money. So I have been playing with this.
This is way better than the turkey leg.
Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
So this is my umpteenth time making it. I've played with all different kinds of marinades to really just bring out the umami deliciousness of this mushroom. So let me talk about these mushrooms for a minute. These are oyster mushrooms. I'll show them to the
Top camera.
top cam here. You'll see this is a different batch than
This
these.
is an older batch.
So I just got these today from a local grocery store. I tend to get mine from the farmer's market. There's a guy, I'm in Connecticut. They're called Seacoast mushrooms. Absolutely gorgeous. We get them at the farm from the farmer's market. But if you don't have a farmer's market, or you can't find these gorgeous, what would you call this? Like a bulb?
I don't even know. A bulb of rhizomes.
Right,
whatever it's
exactly. If you can't find these,
It's a
often
soccer ball size.
yeah, often they're packaged and you can buy it like that too. And I was talking to my mushroom guy and he said, look, we're like the cobbler's children. We don't eat the most beautiful oyster mushrooms. My wife and I eat the ones that have been in the fridge for 2 weeks. They're still good. So whatever you can find, oysters come in blue, pink, yellow, gray. They're amazing. So let me just tell you how I'm going to prepare the mushrooms and then we'll get started on the recipe. I have learned how to basically debone a mushroom because you'll see this inside part here This is not edible. You don't want to eat that. You just want the yummy sort of mushroom
Is it
caps.
just like chewy? It's not like inedible poisonous.
Well, it's so chewy that it's just not fun.
Fibrous.
And the reason why we use oyster mushrooms for something with a really hearty marinade is that they have almost a tofu-like quality where they take on the flavor of what you put on them, and they're really absorbent, which is great.
Wow.
So you see how I kind of deboned that? And it doesn't matter if you have little scraps.
Right.
Could
you eat that? Could you slice that in thin pieces? And
Anne would try that. I wouldn't. And I'm going to continue to sort of just take off the little bits. You can almost feel the bits that are too fibrous. And you basically want to start to just have these gorgeous little petals. And that's what we're going to use for the recipe. And I might have Jane continue to sort of debone and prepare.
Do you want to have them individual
It
petals?
really doesn't matter. This is not
I like
fussy.
them all together.
Sometimes together, if they fall apart when you're cutting, the whole point of this is don't get too fussy. Just sort of keep plowing through, because otherwise you're going to feel like this is tedious. And see, I'm just throwing these things out. Look, fast, no big deal.
Okay.
I'm going to do those. So
that
one's basically done.
So wait, look, a top shot here. I'm gonna debone all around this stuff. That's kind of looks like it's dark and stone-like almost.
And one thing you'll notice is we didn't quote unquote wash these. You never want to wash mushrooms. We often get mushrooms they're grown in a medium from the mushroom guy. You might have a mushroom guy or a mushroom gal, maybe.
We have a mushroom couple here in Cleveland.
Or a mushroom
at
couple.
the Shaker Farmers
And
Market.
if you feel fastidious, you can take a wet paper towel or a wet tea towel and just sort of wipe them gently. But they're very delicate, so you don't want to do. There, that was a nice deboning.
Yeah.
Okay. So you do, yeah. So,
and by the way, will you please talk about the knife you used to debone, Jane?
I wanted to, but she was speaking. This was my birthday gift from Polly to me. It is the most amazing. I'm going to say it wrong. Thank you. Say it again.
Shun
Knife, and it is a left-handed person's knife because we have
boss. Let's make the marinade while Jane is doing this. Okay, so this is a rich umami flavored kind of marinade. I'm going to do 2 tablespoons of tamari. Would you do 4 tablespoons? No, this is not tamari. This is balsamic. You do 2 of those.
Where's the tamari?
Where's your
please?
tamari?
Jane.
It's right behind.
Behind. Okay. I'm going to do 4 tablespoons of balsamic. Or here, I'll do that. And then we want 2 tablespoons of tamari. This makes enough marinade to then baste halfway through, which is great because then you really get that yummy caramelized feeling.
Did you say you want?
Should I do
want
these two?
4 of
Should I do
those.
these two?
Yeah, let's do it. I think that'll be a good amount. So we want 4 of those. And I'll talk to you a minute about paprika. So this is the spice we're using in this dish. Paprika, I find confusing. I don't know about you. There's smoked paprika. There's Hungarian paprika. There's sweet paprika. I'm using sweet paprika in this recipe. I get a lot of my spices from this purveyor, Burlap and Barrel. They're absolutely amazing. They go all over the world and they work with artisans and help build their businesses. But you can get this at the grocery store. Just look for sweet paprika, or if it just says paprika, that's probably the sweet paprika. You can also use the Hungarian paprika, which has a really kind of bold and tangy sort of flavor. So either of those would be good. I don't love the smoked in this, so we're not going to use it for that. Okay.
I used smoked in it a little. I used both actually, and it was okay if people like smoky flavor.
If you like smoky flavor, I'm going to put, let's put 2 teaspoons of the sweet paprika in. If you like smoky, put 2 teaspoons of smoked as well. You could do both. All right. And then I'm going to put in 6 minced garlic cloves, large garlic cloves, and minced very fine.
Holly is a garlic freak.
I am a garlic freak. I confess.
You are actually.
She's the acid queen. I'm the garlic. What?
Garlic freak.
The garlic freak. Okay. All right. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Tomato paste. We're going to do 2 tablespoons. And while I do that, I guess we only have 1 tablespoon, so this isn't
Here,
really.
I have a tablespoon of
Do
thing.
another tablespoon. Can you do the maple syrup? I think we should use.
It broke off, but it's so helpful.
Yeah.
What I like is it's going to be easy to lick this.
Yeah. Oh gosh. So Jane and Anne like maple syrup more in their recipes than I do, I think. So I put in. Last time I did this, I put in twice as much. What was that? 2?
That's 1.
1. Let's do
1?
2. Yeah, that was 2 as
They're
well.
too scant.
Yeah, you can do like a
Is
little
this
bit
too
more. You
thick
can
on
do
the
2 or
bottom here?
3.
Is that okay?
See, that's
That's too thick.
yeah, that's a little thick.
Okay, that's what I was curious about.
Yeah, that's where the first
It's
time I
chewy.
did it, I left those in. I think you and I thought
Yeah,
it was
it's a little
rather
chewy.
fibrous. All right, so we have tamari, we have balsamic, we have maple syrup, we have tomato paste, we have garlic cloves. I had a half cup of water. Just going to throw half a cup of water in to give it a little bit more volume. We have the paprika. Jane, where's your giantess
Fee,
pepper?
fi, fo, fum. Here she is.
Okay, my gosh, I feel like, oh my goodness.
Isn't it the best? Don't you feel like you're Jack and the Beanstalk?
Ooh.
Oh, this
Jack
really
o'
gives
lantern?
you a nice amount.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay, about a teaspoon. So I don't know. That,
That
was
was-
six grinds. And then.
Oh my God. Airborne.
Excuse me.
And what's
Then-
this? What's this you're grabbing?
Oh, look at that beautiful plants only
Yeah, this is
pot.
And
How
that's for our
cute.
little fresh rosemary.
Oh, that's great. So I'm going to take 1 sprig of fresh rosemary. We're going to use the other sprigs for the cool setup for how we actually bake this. Excuse me. And I'm just going to chop that up to throw in.
And she's
that's
using
the
a
marinade.
right-handed knife.
Oh gosh, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Jane,
I have the left-handed knife.
yeah. Jane and Brian are brilliant. They have an onions only cutting board,
Which is underneath right here.
which I cut all the garlic on. Normally at our house, we cut the garlic and the onions, and then we cut the watermelon and the mango, and that's usually and our daughter just spits it out at that point.
I
Okay.
would too. I'm with her.
Okay.
I'm trying to debone these, but they somehow move when you're not looking.
Yeah.
I don't know what I've done.
All right. I think that's we can sort of get started on the assemblage, which is the fun part of this. Okay. Let me take over the mushrooms because I have another task for you,
Thank you.
which is to
Those are
cut. These all look great. So we basically have here a pile of deboned mushrooms ready to go. If you're going through them as you start to assemble and you feel these sort of fibrous bits, you can just cut those off. Jane is going to help me start assembling by cutting 3 or 4, depending on the size of your pan. We're going to use this lovely big roasting pan. And so we're going to cut those in half. I like to cut an onion stem to stem. That's a nice way to do it. And you can either cut off the ends before or after and then just, take the paper off. And then Anne and I, you stirred this up, right?
Yes, I've been.
You know what? I might, that's good. That's great. I might even put a little more.
Garlic?
No, I was going to say water. So what we're going to do is take these beautifully separated mushrooms and I'm going to use my hands. My hands are clean. And then just very, very gently coat the mushrooms with the marinade. Okay.
And you can feel for any stems I may not have gotten.
Yeah, I'm doing that right now. That's
I
great. This
did not-
is your little feeler. So you just want them lightly coated. Great. There we go.
Gosh,
See how
this
beautiful
knife
that
is
is?
so
I know what
sharp
the
and
end
good.
product looks like, and I can't imagine what you're going to do from that now.
I know.
to
How
make
do you
it
get
do
this
that.
into the pan? All right. Okay, so we actually are going to get started. I should have washed my hands before I did this. Okay, here we go. We're going to can you get the 3 skewers?
Here.
All right. Here we go. 3 skewers.
All right.
And then we have the twine.
Twine is in my
twine?
blue pan,
Okay.
which I will
Jane,
Where's
where's the
the
twine?
All
right
right,
here.
we're going to get the twine. So what you're basically going to do is throw your onions.
I have these skewers too. If
Thank
we have more
you.
than we needed.
Great,
and more
yeah.
twine.
You're going to throw your onions are your base.
Oh,
Can you
I'm-
cut off this little tail. I know,
Yes.
I'm getting ahead of myself. And then you're going to take 3 skewers. And Wade, tell me if you're getting this. This is how I learned how to do this. I take the 3 skewers. You can use these sort of bamboo wooden skewers. Jane has these
Look, I have
awesome
holes that you can write the twine right in
B5
there.
bow I'm just going to
Huge
use these
one.
because these are probably more readily available for people. So did you see how I wound? This all stays together when you wind it. You can do this without any help, which I only discovered the second time I did it. And then I just tie it. I tie it twice with a little knot.
Oh, I'm getting weepy eyes over here
Oh.
with my onions.
All right, let's cut that guy. I guess we've got scissors. I don't need to use the knife. Okay. So, excellent.
But I have a little bit of...
Sorry, we've got a whiny puppy in here.
It's all right. He's not happy in or out.
All right, exactly.
So do you want another one? Should we go
I
for
would
4?
say yes. It's better smushed and talk about how much
Oh.
you love these onions.
My favorite part of this dish is the onion. Well, not the favorite, but I can't believe how delicious these onions are, baked with the mushroom and the sauce. Oh,
Well, all the marinade drippings must be
and
delicious.
I've used them for even in salad at the end. I mean, they're crazy good.
They are. And so we coat
And I
the
think
bottom.
you should always get sweet onions here. I like
Yes,
those.
yellow sweet onions. I'm sorry I didn't say that. 3 or 4 yellow sweet onions, depending on the size of your pan. So you've got your kind of little triangle of 3 skewers, and we're gonna just start.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we just start throwing them on.
Oh
And
my
again,
gosh.
you think, oh, is there an art to this? No, there's no art to this. It doesn't matter. It is completely forgiving because they just turn into one melded not mush, let's not say it's a beautiful roast.
Yes.
And it seems a little bit of a shame almost because the oyster mushrooms are so gorgeous in their beautiful, pristine form, and we're kind of
Well, you're putting
taking
them
them
back.
apart and putting them back together.
You're putting them back in their form.
Exactly. The first few times I did this, I was so fastidious and pristine and thought it had to be perfect. And now,
And I took a video of her doing it. Or maybe that wasn't the first, the second time.
Polly, so you're not putting them on like the gill first. You're not
you know what?
even
I've learned to do. I go back and forth because
Alternate gill
and
to
but
gill.
again, I'm just not super
gill to
picky
gill,
about it.
then back
And
to back.
What's
then
helpful
gill to
is
gill.
I assemble it over the onions, so you're already getting drippings.
Dripping on
You're
the
getting the
onions.
drippings in. So
You're so clever. You see, I think with this, do you put it this way or do you go this way with it?
well, ultimately, so see these 2 little handy skewers, or we could use your
See,
gorgeous
the longer
ones.
ones would be would
You could.
Oh,
with
look,
a bigger
look, look.
pan.
But this is how you.
Somebody
Uh-oh.
fell off.
Yeah, that's okay. You ultimately lay it like this. But so we have a little bit of a process. Maybe Wade will speed this up for us so you guys don't have to watch this whole thing. But this is you just
yeah,
keep
let's
going.
speed it up and maybe Ann and I can poke some on too.
Yeah. So we're getting to the end of the mushrooms and the end of the skewers.
And to but now we're only on the little ones. the
We've
little-
got all the little bits and bobs in here.
Let's
You want to
give a
hold
good-
that up?
Yeah. So these are just little ones that are kind of hard to get on the skewer.
So let me show you what I'm
Polly
gonna
has
do.
a trick for the little wee ones.
Well, and this is all part of the roastedness of this. So what I just take is just all this delicious goodness, and this is almost like marinating it more, and I sort of fill in the gaps.
Oh
my
my
gosh.
gosh.
And it just gives it
Did you
delicious
invent
Thanksgiving.
that
raft
idea?
of
I
yumminess.
guess so, yeah.
Wow,
You know, because you
Polly.
can't waste a thing. Now, there's a teeny bit of marinade here. Halfway through the baking, about 20 minutes through the baking, I'll just open the oven and, almost baste it right on. Now, what I tend to do,
Rosemary.
we got to put the rosemary in. We're missing one ingredient, which is underneath the roast. We'll put 4 sprigs. Just take the spears and throw them horizontally, across.
That way?
Well, yeah, horizontally that way.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go. And those will sort of bake in with it.
Look how absolutely
Let's
beautiful.
do one more.
Do you want this one?
Yes.
It smells like
please.
this. You know what? These smell like pine trees.
I know,
They're so
they
fresh.
smell wonderful. All right. So this, I mean, feels very, very Thanksgiving holiday, whatever you celebrate, or just special occasion.
But I love
kind
how
of
it feels. To me, it feels like a
meal.
Polynesian raft.
Just a
Yeah.
Sunday
Where
night
Where did
dinner.
your scissors go? I'm going to do another. You have a wall full of scissors.
We do.
So we're just using regular twine. This is probably from the garden shed. You can use whatever you have, kitchen twine. I like to tie this end so that it has a better chance even of getting
Closer
more
together.
Yeah, baked
That's
together
clever.
to become kind of more of a unit, a single roast.
Oh.
Oh, Holly.
Okay. So
Now I know if I want a taste of something to just take a little taste off the top
Yeah.
instead of trying to take one of
the
the
last time I did this at the farm, Anne was pulling it off while it was still baking, but that's a sign of a good recipe.
All right, so we're gonna bring it.
I'm going to show you what it looks like. It looks pretty impressive even before it's baked. It's ready to go. We're going to put it in the oven at 350. If you have a convection oven, that's always a good idea. Then it cooks all the way through, but not totally necessary. And we'll put it in for 20 minutes.
All right, in it goes. Here, can you open the thing? I have
Sure.
waves. See me put it in. All right, here in it goes.
There
Yummy,
it goes.
yummy. Oh, wow.
Smells good.
Woo!
Okay.
All right.
Holly, it's a masterpiece.
We'll be back in like 20 minutes to baste it.
So it's been 22 minutes. We're going to take a look. I think it's smelling really
Look
good.
at that. Look at that.
Okay, guys, you can see it's starting to brown a little bit. So we've got a little bit of this marinade left. Let's just put that juicy goodness on top.
All that poly garlic.
Yeah. I don't know if any of you have one at home, but I have a little silicone brush, which is awesome for this kind of thing. But look, a regular old spoon works just as well. All right, so
that smells
we put
so
that
good.
We're going to put that back in for about 10 more minutes because I see it's already starting to brown, so we're getting there.
Wow! Can't wait.
All right, the moment is
Woo!
Let's see.
Oh,
Beautiful.
my
Oh,
God.
yeah, that's
It is like
roasty,
a
roasty.
It looks so
Yum.
much.
Yeah, you
oh
can
my
see
gosh.
that the edges are kind of browned. It actually looks like a real roast.
Oh, it does.
Yes.
Show it. Let's go to top cam. Can you?
Okay,
It's,
top cam.
can you hold? Can you,
Is that a good view?
Perfect.
is are we top cam in it? Nice, Polly. Look
great.
at that.
Holly.
I got my little weightlifting in today, too.
Yes.
Okay,
Wow.
so this is super hot, but this has never deterred Anne Esselstyn once. Wait.
Wait.
Hold
I
on,
don't-
Ann.
I can't wait.
You gotta wait. Okay, so you can take this, you can take a look. I would recommend that you let it sit for 10, 15 minutes, and then it really is perfectly suited to go to table. And then I serve it just like this. The only thing I do is I snip this little end, and then the serving is
Oh, you
basically I slide, or you tell your guests to just, now this is boiling hot right now. You just tell your guests, okay, you just slide. Let me slide you a little portion, Anne, because I know you're going to be good for this. Okay. This isn't set up for a lefty. Okay. Here we
I'm
go.
with you. I'm with you.
Here, I'm just going to slide it right on the
Oh,
plate.
that is so
There
clever.
you go.
a little bit
Oh,
of
Give some
roast.
to
so
Jane.
clever.
So you just, that's how you serve yourself. A
Oh.
little bit of, oh, that looks great.
Wow.
And then you
Wow,
can
wow,
also take some of the onion.
Yeah.
Mm.
The onion is great.
The onion is stunning.
And then the onions you have because you're not going to eat all these onions. You might slice them up and people take a little bit for their plate. But for your next evening's meal or the next day, we take the onions and then we saute them and use them for whatever we're making.
Oh,
Wow.
this is
Let's
unbelievable.
see.
You've hit it. You've hit it.
That's it.
It's perfect.
Delicious.
Pardon me.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna Wade here. Try this.
That's my favorite incarnation yet.
Best.
Here, I'm coming in from Wade.
It's just perfect.
We got to get the Wade.
It's a little like. Imagine eating like a little roast, a little meat roast.
Yeah.
He liked it.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
Do you like mushrooms? Even I didn't even ask you.
I love mushrooms.
Oh, good. Phew.
Yeah.
Could have been risky. Oh gosh, this is yummy.
Ooh.
Did you want to get a bite of it?
I had a bite. I took a bite. It's great.
Definitely
need
better
Anne
than
needs
turkey
more.
leg.
Anne needs more.
Yeah, we do.
And it's nice too because you
Please
get these
note the way Polly is serving it.
you
I
get
love
these
that.
crispy bits on
Look,
top, but
something
then
fell.
I know Anne will go right in there. You get the crispy bits on top, but then you have this just succulent oyster mushroom and then all this yummy sauce as well. So if you were really doing this for Thanksgiving, you could put that on top of your mashed cauliflower and potato or whatever it is you do. I'm sure Jane has a recipe for that.
We have mashed potatoes. Yes.
Right, exactly.
Which we will send you right here. On the, yummy, yummy.
All right.
Oh,
Success.
Thank you, Polly.
Success.
This
Polly.
is Polly. I'm calling it Polly's, but again, the inspiration was from Food 52, from Melissa, from but
Came through a lot of
this has been through so many changes.
But this is
Polly.
Polly's oyster
Wow.
mushroom roast.
Perfection.
Oh, thank you. Hope you guys make this. No matter how your oyster mushrooms start, when you begin with, they're going to end with this delightful, delicious roast. Or I need some more words for it. You're good with words.
umami, meaty goodness.
There you go.
Enjoy.
All right.
Nirvana.
Thank you.
Bye.
Hi, I'm Jane,
I'm Anne.
and we're continuing with the Prevent and Reverse Heart Disease Cookbook. And today we're making cranberry salsa. I know it might not be cranberry season or like a Thanksgiving type.
I love cranberry salsa anytime.
That's why we're
On
doing
anything.
it now. I don't know when we're going to post this, but we love cranberries, and you can buy them frozen, you can buy them fresh, and this recipe works every time. I came upon it at a Christmas party that an Australian friend of mine was hosting, and I thought how funny that this person who lives where cranberries don't grow down under has this wonderful recipe. Anyway, it's in our Prevent and Reverse Heart Disease Cookbook, and it's on page 121. You're following along, and it is 12 ounces.
Put this on just plain rice. If your rice is feeling bare, it's wonderful on rice and beans. If you have, Jane
even like
does
a
the
sam-
potato bar. It's a little.
Scallions go into this. We have to have half.
I have to do
half of a jalapeno pepper, and it sounds like it makes it hot, and it doesn't. It kind of it balances out the tart and the sweet and the maple syrup. And I need the maple syrup. Lime press, because it takes one lime juice, and I love my lime citrus press. You like a reamer, I like the press. And this just gets it all in there. And you have half of that ready to go? Oh, you do? Awesome. Let me move the maple syrup thing. Here, you like to lick maple syrup bowls. Throw that in. Thank you. And then we're just going to whisk this up. This also calls for cilantro. If you know you're not going to offend any people who would have loved your cranberry salsa with flavor of cilantro. I prefer this coarsely chopped. And
But even if you blow it and don't cook it, don't do it coarsely, it's still delicious.
oh, it's like a relish then. Cranberry relish. And so when it's frozen, it looks that pinkish color, and it tastes like some sort of raspberry or sorbet. I like to taste it just right out of the oven. All right, so this is kind of, I guess
It's a little coarse.
It's a little coarse. I'll do it two more times, but I really,
Even
really
like that, it would
love.
be
Yeah. So here it is, and just for a quick idea of how you could have this, let's get that bowl, the clear bowl. How you could serve this is have it with some crispy pita chips. We just did a post about crispy pita chips, and
One of the
this is
things that
this is
we
how I
do
discovered it at the party.
every Christmas, we have a Christmas carol party at our house with all our neighborhood, and Jane and I make our wonderful, what do they call, pepper ridge sandwiches.
Yeah.
And we cut the crusts off the bread, and we toast them, and we put them in a bowl, and we have the
They look like
cranberry-
little cigars, little toasty
the cranberry
cigars.
salsa's there, and I mean, it isn't particularly pretty, but it is so delicious.
No, the crusts aren't
cranberry,
pretty.
The crusts
cranberry's
aren't
pretty.
but the cranberry. Oh, I can't wait.
Okay, have a bite. Hey, cheers, happy holidays.
Oh, hi. I couldn't wait.
Double dipping she is.
I turned it around.
Cheers, happy holidays. Or whatever holiday it is. This might be in April. All right, go enjoy your cranberry salsa. Bye.
Bye.